So today is Wednesday, and it's what, 1 o'clock? And there's already sheriffs here watching people. So, yeah. So, may not be a good idea to come here, just letting everybody know. There's been a lot of people online lately talking about Kentucky Speedway and talking about it, but there's one problem with all those people. They don't live here. So they sit behind their desk, but we're here today, like an hour from where I live. So let's drive around, tell you a little bit about it, and we'll go from there. So there's been big news lately about Kentucky Speedway because apparently a lot of people think it is abandoned. And it is not abandoned, it is just non-operational. There is nothing going on here. Up until last summer, well, through the end of last summer to this year, I drove the exotic driving courses here through the company that did the NASCAR things here. There is literally nothing here, Kentucky Speedway. We're going to drive down this way and I'll show you. We're not going to go in. Apparently they just arrested a bunch of people that broke in. Oh look, you know what that is? It's the sheriff. So, cool. So apparently they are watching, but we will show you here. This is the main building. It is, as you can see, they have blocked off all the parking lot. Everything is fenced up. The main building right here, as you see, the entrance. Cannot get in the main entrance. The parking lots are blocked off. Some of the signs are broken down. One of the parking lots up here actually says that it is for sale. The thing is, there's actually another gentleman here shooting video. I don't know what he's shooting video for, but yeah, parking lot for sale. So you can see back here that we'll turn in here real quick and I'll show you this so you can see. Security, please check in. But as you can see there, those are all F250s or 350 Super Duties that made in the Louisville plant out that way. They store them here. In 2020, 2021, when they were having the chip shortage, this is where they stored all the trucks that had missing chips or whatever, because they couldn't get that during that chip shortage. They just couldn't get them and it didn't work. I have some footage from last summer from inside. I was allowed to be here. I was here working and I snuck in to the tunnel that goes under the track and shot some other footage. So I'll sneak in here real quick. I think this used to be concessions and it smells like cat pee, and there's nothing in here now. It's crazy. Garage 1, garage 2. Yes, that's the escalator. And the escalator goes down, goes under the track, and comes out over there on the stands. So you can come down and come under, blah, blah. And there's all the safer barriers. There's a lot of storage here, and you can tell there's water and stuff coming in under these doors. Like I said, it's very much bad. It smells like cat pee in here. This used to be, I don't know what that used to be. And outside here, bathroom's locked. Obviously concession stands are locked. There's a classroom down there that they use and a media room that they use. And the only event they have here this year, this whole year on the schedule, is this Dream Drive Exotic event, and then Rusty Walls NASCAR Racing Experience. Woo! But as you can tell, the main majority of the infield is Ford trucks that are waiting for parts, or they are overflow or something. They said a lot of these are waiting on chips, but they've actually taken a lot out. And some of them on them, I noticed, say waiting on damages. So I'm wondering if they were damaged during assembly and they put them here till they can figure out, does it need a door, a hood, whatever. But as you'll see when we leave, that's almost all Fords. Out there's almost all Fords. There's nothing here. Even if you look on some of the grandstands up there, there's a lot of stuff here that this facility to me looks like you could literally turn the lights on, come out here and do it tomorrow, NASCAR, because everything looks brand spanking new. Like, look at this, this looks new, and they haven't ran a race here in almost 5 years. That's really sad because this is something that's in my backyard, just like an hour from the house. But like I said, as me and Mindy are leaving, we'll go out here, show you that, and then we may make a lap around the outside of the track just to see what's outside. But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. These are the escalators, stairs, AC units, obviously. So what this does, this is pretty cool. This goes down. Dun, dun, dun. Talk about creepy. This goes down. That's the sewer, I think. There's water running in there. I don't know if it's drainage or sewer or what. There's a ladder. But what this does, that goes all the way down and under the track and comes out on the other side, the stands. Because here's your ticket thing. There's your Coke and your Snap on by today. Exits. Let's see what these signs here say. This is pretty cool. I know this is not abandoned yet because it's still, everything here is active. Apparently the last race here, a guy today told me he used to be a season ticket holder, was 2018, so this place has been closed for like 5 years now. I really want to run down there real quick. I'm afraid when we get down here and the lights will go out. This is probably one of the coolest things I've done. This is just in here by yourself. This is crazy. I don't know what's down there. It looks like one that says stairs and escalator. Z-Max. We'll run down here real quick. Oh, there's water down there, so there's a leak here somewhere. I bet money, when this rains, it leaks. They've got that open down there to let water in, that way it won't drain. You can tell there's been water leaking because it's grimy. Oh yeah, there's a big leak down here. Yeah, it's leaking from up there. That beam to me looks like it's bowed. And yeah, it's coming in the wall. That's what it is. It's coming in the floor. Out the floor. Right there. Oh. What's up there? That's more stairs. Yep, that's the stands. I'm not going to go up there because they're running the NASCAR experience. Like I said, I'm worried about getting down here and getting locked in. So, go back this way. But this was pretty cool, just getting to be in this tunnel by myself. I've been through tunnels like this for Formula D. I've never been in one by myself. But there's another gentleman here shooting footage. But they have blocked off several of the entrances. Like I said, none of the offices work. The company I work for no longer comes here. They also used to do Import Alliance car show here. But here's a reason, something I always noticed about this track that really blew my mind, is this is a NASCAR track. That gas station and that Ramada and one other gas station down here are it. That's the only, there's no McDonald's, there's no Wendy's, there's no Walmart, there's no nothing. There is a gas station, a Ramada, and then another gas station this way. When we stayed here for Import Alliance, we had to stay in Dry Ridge, which is a 30-minute drive out back roads just to get here. And I think that is part of what the failure of Kentucky Speedway was. There was no infrastructure here built to support it. Like, you've got a gas station and a Ramada. There's nothing else here. As you can see, there's nothing. And the other thing too is I live in Lexington. And Lexington is the second biggest metro area in Kentucky, and you can't get there from the interstate. You have to go back roads. So imagine, what, an hour drive on a back road with an RV or a trailer or a camper you're pulling. We've got the Speedway Inn, which does not look very open. Yeah, we've got the Speedway Inn, which I don't think is open, does not look very open. And we had this, whatever this is. But that's all that's here off this exit, literally. There is nothing else here. And I feel like that may be part of what the failure of Kentucky Speedway was, the fact that it was kind of hard to get here. If you lived in Louisville or Cincinnati, it was great. But coming from Eastern Kentucky or West Virginia or whatever, which is a huge market obviously for NASCAR, there was no easy way to get here. You had to take 35 or whatever, one lane road over the hill and through the woods to get here. And I just don't think this was just not a good place for it. They said that they were targeting Louisville and Cincinnati. Cool, but like, what about everybody else? You know what I mean? Like, in order to get here with a camper, you would have to go to Louisville or Cincinnati and then backtrack. So you're adding an hour or longer to your trip. So what we're going to do now, we'll go see if the sheriff is still there. And if he's not, we're going to go that way and drive around. Oh, let's see where he goes. See if he goes up here and talks to that guy that's shooting video. So today is Wednesday, and it's what, 1 o'clock? And there's already sheriffs here watching people. So, yeah. So, may not be a good idea to come here, just letting everybody know. What we're going to do is we're going to pull over right here and turn around. Where's this guy going? Cool. Well, been here 10 minutes. We've already seen the sheriff stop somebody shooting video, so we'll go down here to the gas station where we can see what happens. He just pulled off. Cool, he went on down the highway. So we'll just take a little drive, and worst thing to do is
fell asleep.
Yep, it's a public road. So we're gonna drive around the track real quick, or what's left of it. This used to all be parking lots. So, parking lot A. Crazy to think that this used to all be parking and now it's just a field. Yep, pay attention to these monster-size potholes out here. One of the times I came before, they had Fords inside. They had so many Fords stored here, they were inside the everything is locked up. But I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah, so you can see all the, that is, I bet, can you see that blinking light? I bet money that's like police cameras. So, yeah, all this used to be, you can tell that now they're doing hay. The grass is so tall, they're baling it.
That's insane.
So here's another parking lot. I think this used to be camping out here. I think this used to be, yeah, campground. Yeah. Nothing. But the building looks brand spanking new. Like,
I don't know about brand spanking new.
I mean, it looks better than the rest of this stuff. Oh, there's the water treatment plant for the campground. Ponderosa Campground. There's a truck and a mower.
Another campground.
This must be like a through road because, like, there's just people here driving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody else shooting GoPro. They've just got equipment parked. It makes you wonder, like, if they were, like, prepping this for a comeback. Supposedly they're talking about bringing it back because it's still in good enough shape that they could just, like, I know right before they brought Nashville back, we went to Nashville the year before they brought it back, and it was in worse shape than Kentucky, and the next year they had it back. So it must be, they must have a crew ready to go to get it, like, in operating. It's really weird to me that they just left the mower there. Like, it's just like they got done cutting grass and they either ran out of gas or parked it. Oh, there's a dude asleep in that truck.
Nuh-uh.
Yep. There's literally a dude asleep in the maintenance truck. I thought it was just parked there. Maybe he's supposed to be mowing and he's not.
He's on his lunch break.
Yeah. So I was like, cool, that truck's just parked there. Nope, there's a dude asleep in it. I want that job. What do you do? Mow the grass? You're doing a fine job, buddy. This would be what would have been the ticket booth, credentials, all that stuff. It's closed. There's a fresh porta potty. And then behind it is the operations building, which would be things such as, operations to me would be like your buses and your, like, landscaping and stuff like that. You see there's a bunch of stuff here that looks like that's new culvert, that's new vinyl siding, but it's just sitting here. And, like, there's a, I don't know if there's people working here or not, because that truck's got the windows rolled down, and, like, maybe there's like one dude here and there's also like a moped. But, like, I don't know. It's just sad that the crazy part is there is an abandoned racetrack, like 2 exits down the road from here. They built a road course and it never opened. So you can look that one up on your own. I tried to shoot video there and the people that own it told me no. So yeah, you can apparently just go down there and drive in, but we're not going to mess with it. So apparently the news is here. I bet money that building right there used to be the, like, you know how racetracks have the, like, tuned in 93.7? I bet that used to be the radio. The track itself still looks good. I've driven on that track. Driven a NASCAR on that track. I wonder if you can see it here or the next one. Thank you. Is that the sheriff?
No, I don't think so.
Nope. So as you can see, this is the actual track itself. When I used to do the exotic car here, we would do it down in, there's a parking lot right behind, you can see those garage doors. Some of those garage doors are up, which is weird. But the track itself, the surface of the track looks pretty well kept. The infield definitely needs a lot of love. Everything needs a lot of love and a heavy facelift. I don't know if you, I'm sure you all can't see this, but out there, like right where I'm pointing, there's like a black truck and a white truck and then a trailer, and that is a police surveillance like trailer camera activated thing. Like I said, those are all from the Louisville plant. The first year I came here, it was like 2021. Whatever year they were having the chip shortage, 2021, 2020, they were parked all in the infield, like, and even parked on some parts of the track. They had that many F-150s. And I used to work at Walmart, and you used to be able to get tickets here, but that was forever ago. I wish I'd got them. Yeah, this is Kentucky Motor Speedway. That's the big generator that probably runs the lights and stuff, and just sitting there. Yeah, this is sad that this is just hanging out. But to me, it looks like they could literally just, probably in a week or two, have this ready to run again. Supposedly they're talking about running again. It's supposedly talking about coming back because they're bringing back a bunch of old tracks. So I hope so, because this is just sad, because they don't even run the NASCAR experience here. It used to be you could come and drive like an old retired like Busch car on the track, and we would do the exotic driving, but they don't even do that anymore. There's nothing here now, as far as I know, nothing. So yeah, we'll drive around a little bit more and see if there's anything we've missed. But do not, I'm going to tell you this, as you saw, it is Thursday. What time is it? 1:30?
Yep.
And we've already seen a sheriff. So, and I just saw an article over the weekend that they had arrested several people who went inside because there are places you can just hike in and get in, but it is not abandoned. It is just under non-operation right now because they're not doing anything. They're using it to store F1 Super Duties out of the Louisville plant, and apparently also they're using it to store Amazon trucks. So, and like I said, some of the parking lots are for sale, so that doesn't make me think that they're going to reopen it anytime soon. If you decide you're going to come to Kentucky Speedway, go across the road to the one gas station, and in the little side room, the dining area, because they have a little deli, if you're in search of a factory sealed copy of Apollo 13, The Rock, and some other Sean Connery movie, they are in there on VHS, VCR, for $3.99 a copy. So if that's what you're looking for to complete your collection of sealed VHS tapes, this is the place. Also, if you need that little blue Narcan overdose response kit. So it's always good to have that right next to the liquor store that sells Kratom. So